So my name is Samantha Greene. I work at the Santa Clara Valley Water District in San Jose, California. I am a water resources specialist for the Water Supply Planning Union. So I do a lot of our long-term water supply planning here to make sure people get safe, clean water. I am a member of IFPTE Local 21. In the past, however, I was in Wisconsin when Act 10, the Anti-Union Act that went through, took place. I was part of the TAA, which is a teacher's assistant union there, and I no longer got any raises for the rest of the time I was there. Our raises, if we were even allowed to get them, were tied to cost of living increases, so they wouldn't ever be above that. And it's the cost of living increase of that year. So if the previous year you didn't get any raise, they don't now double your cost of living potential. But I didn't even get that, so I was falling behind cost of living because of that for those few years. And then our premiums went up for healthcare, which means I also see less in my take-home pay because of that. So that was pretty painful. And on top of that, I also was aware that it wasn't just me it was happening to. It was happening to people, my friends who were trying to start families, and for them, their healthcare costs went up astronomically. And they really had to think about that when they were deciding whether they wanted to start a family now after all, or whether they needed to wait till they left Wisconsin. And a lot of people, including myself, probably got pushed out of the state faster than they would have otherwise. I had contemplated staying around in Wisconsin for a year or two after I finished my degree, because my fiance at the time was still working on his PhD. But I decided not to do any job searching in Wisconsin after that, because I wasn't sure what type of rights I would have as an employee there anymore, especially since I was looking at research-oriented jobs, which tend to be public sector. So today I'm mostly trying to give everybody a heads up that it can happen here. We're not immune to anti-union people being in office, and so when that happens, it can really cripple your union. You can lose membership if it becomes a right to work state, and people don't have to pay their fair share to get the benefits of a union. And if you don't have good membership, you either can't be a union anymore, or you won't be as strong for bargaining. And so, for example, in Wisconsin, we had to completely decertify. We were no longer able to maintain our union status. We weren't able to bargain. We basically had no voice, no protection, and that could be something similar that happens here. As public employees, we're part of big organizations. I know I'm one of several hundred at the water district, and I don't expect the board of directors to meet with me alone and everybody else to negotiate our wages or our benefits. And if you can't negotiate and argue for yourself, they're not just going to give you raises and additional benefits out of their good graces. And so it's important that we stay strong as a union, just so we can get what we deserve. Everybody should stay aware and talk to fellow union members and let them know how important their membership is. Remind them that they need to actively enroll if we become a right to work state.